Hey everyone, welcome back. We're in the studio right now. I got a lot of stuff right here that I just made a big purchase on. Got 15, 16 items maybe that are shipping out. So I'm gonna run through those. It's gonna be a shorter video. I've got a lot of stuff going on. I got the big video coming up that I think a lot of you are already aware about, but I'm gonna go into a little bit of detail so that we can get everyone on the same page. Had a really fun live the other day that went for 12 hours. Had some fun people on the panel, had some really fun, conversations in the chat. Something really exciting happened to me. I had my first viewer sale. So we're gonna go through who it was, all the other things that I sold this weekend. So stick around and I'll break it down. All right, everyone, welcome back. This is gonna be a shorter video, but we have a lot of things going on. I have like 12, 13 items to package up and ship out, but I've just bought a lot of stuff. I've got a big plan for a big video coming up. A lot of you probably know about it, but if you don't, stick around and I'll explain it. I've really got to start with pulling a lot of these orders, so let me get at that. All right, Ben X. Sold 2 more sets of the Lego, the vintage Lego plumes. Let's see, I think it was the red and the yellow. These sold, look how small these things are. And that sold, I think this one sold for $19.99 free shipping. And this one sold for $29.99 free shipping, just for these little things. Love that, absolutely love that. Easy to ship. Sold a voltage regulator for a John Deere tractor. Rec 3 box 13, I think it was VR 1814. Pretty good sized box if I remember correctly. And it might be a different part number. It's one of these two, so unfortunately I didn't have the part number. I know it's one of these two, but the part number that I have on there is the compatible one for John Deere, the brand. But it does say let me double check. Okay, so it was this one. I sold this for $39.99 free shipping. And I think that's light enough. It's still a little bit heavy, but I think it's gonna be under a pound. And we should be able to get this one out first class. Oh man, look at that. Right at 15.6 ounces with the box. Man, that is gonna go over a pound, but it's fine. For $39.99, I don't mind putting that in a padded flat rate and paying $8.20 to ship that out. So still about $25 profit after everything. So I gotta ship these 2 out right now. I gotta ship them out today. I'm on night shift, so my days are kind of messed up. I just need to get these out today, and then I gotta get back and then pull the rest of the orders, get those packaged, get those labels printed, and then we can drop those off tomorrow. Okay, so I had my first viewer sale. So I'd seen so many of the bigger channels, some of my mentors that have gotten viewer sales, and it was something that I always thought would be kind of cool if I ever got one, and I never had got one up to this point. So this is actually my first one. I got this postcard going out, but it was from our buddy Roman. If you were on my live, Roman was there a lot of the time. He's got his own YouTube channel, Anytime Picker. His big thing is he likes to go to the Goodwill bins, the Amazon bins, and he'll go live sometimes at the bins. And I thought it was really funny. Sometimes he'll be in there, punching people to get them out of the way, all that stuff. So, no, I'm just kidding, Roman. But he does show some very aggressive behavior from other people, and it's kind of funny to see. I've never seen that before. I don't usually go to the bins. I've been to the bins before, but man, these people are on another level, and some of the stories that he has with it are, pretty exciting and pretty funny. So yeah, go check Roman out. Yeah, he bought this from me, this like risque postcard. I think it's from the 70s or 60s. Yeah, he bought this for $9.99 and he paid shipping. And Roman, I really appreciate it. He said he looked through my store and he just wanted to thank me for, bringing him on the live and, spreading his channel. But I thought this was funny whenever I saw it, and I thought, someone's gonna like this. And so I listed it. So I know a lot of people would probably ship this postcard in like standard mail envelope with a couple stamps. I put it on there that they're gonna pay for shipping, but I put it as first class so that they can get it fast. I can also put it into like a sleeve like this with a nice, cardboard backing so that it stays in, a lot better condition than it would if it went in an envelope. Roman, I'm gonna send this out to you. Thanks, buddy. And I'm really excited to see Roman at the reseller rally this September in Cincinnati. That'll be really fun. Sold another car part back here on rack 1. B22, so right there. Let's see if I can. So it is a Wix fuel filter. I think that's it right there. 33-121. I sold that for $14.99 free shipping, and that is right at a pound, I believe. So that'll be like $6 or so for the ship. I sold this set of leaf blower parts. Found this in a storage unit. Didn't have the actual leaf blower. It was a Toro leaf blower. That's why it says Toro on there. I shipped it out once, and then they sent it back saying that the part number I had on there was wrong. And sure enough, I looked on there, and they were 2 different part numbers. They looked really close to the same, and I see why I got confused looking at all the listings. There wasn't any of these attachments listed for this part number, so that's why I was confused. I'm thinking that it was just, you know, I kind of went with the one that seemed most like it, which is never a good gamble on eBay. Yeah, I sold that for $29.99, the buyer paid shipping. Here in bin 2F, right here, I sold a, let's see if I can get this out. I'm gonna take this down. It's right there, but I might have to pull this down. I sold this vintage multimeter. I sold that for, I think it was $39.99 free shipping. It doesn't actually work, but just for parts, they can be worth a lot. It's got that leather case, and I mean, it's just like a really old multimeter with the old leads, and I didn't really see a comp on this exact model, but sold it for $39.99 free shipping. Man, 2 more car parts. That's just what it is around here. I'm not upset. All right, box 14, R646. R646, R646, boom, boom, boom. Where is R646? There it is, all the way back there. R646, $11.99, free shipping. And then push that in, gotta go to box 11. Box 11's on the other side. All right, actually box 11, that's 411 right there. And that was $14.99, free shipping. It is funny, you know, if you watch the last videos, you know I've been pulling stuff from F&W over and over again. I keep listing stuff, putting them in here, and then before I can get them all full and then taken out to the shop, I keep selling stuff. And it's wild because it's like these are lucky bins or something. I mean, I know it's probably the stuff that I'm selling, but it's just funny. That I keep putting little small things into W, and then I'll sell them. And then same thing with F, I'm putting, you know, bigger things in here, but then I'll, you know, before I can, I mean, it's almost full. If I wanted to, I could probably take it out there, but I'm just gonna keep them here until I just can't put anything in them anymore, because there's just been something about these bins. I keep selling stuff. Yeah, I sold one more of those 3-inch disc adapters for the disc resurfacing machine. Sold that for $17.99 free shipping, and that'll ship out really light. And you know how it is, sometimes whenever you're touching stuff, you're moving stuff in your inventory, it'll sell, and that is what happened right here. This these game pieces for this, it's like a Bermuda Triangle game, I think. I'd actually pulled this out of inventory because I found these 3 little cards for it in one of my boxes in the warehouse, and I just wanted to, you know, kind of throw them together and maybe retake pictures, but I'm just gonna, it sold before I could do that, so I'm just gonna throw those in there, and they'll be pleasantly surprised, I'm sure, to get some more of these cards for the game, because it's a pretty collectible game. I mean, I'd never heard of it before I'd listed this, but I don't have the whole game, I just had the pieces. So I'm just gonna throw those in there and ship it out like this. But I sold that for $12.99 free shipping. It's first class, it'll go in a mailer and won't have to worry about it. And then guys, this is the interesting one of the bunch. I sold one of the Garbage Pail Kids cards. I'm gonna pull them over here and then pick the one out. So when I was live for about 12 hours the other day, I got some listings done, and whenever I started listing some of the Garbage Pail Kids, I got a sale. Like, it was within the hour. It must have been like 20 minutes. And I got a sale on this card right here. I have 2 of them, April Showers, but this one right here is the matte version. The gloss version I listed as well. It didn't sell. And usually, from what I understand, people are looking for the gloss ones more often, but this thing sold really quick. It makes me wonder, I mean, it is really centered, like the line. I mean, it's a little bit thicker on this side than that side when it comes to the centering and the frame. So maybe that's part of it, and it is in great condition. I mean, the corners are pretty sharp. There's a little bit of brownness right there, but I really don't know. It's like I want to find something that's like a misprint or something that made this thing so desirable to the point where it sold in like 15-20 minutes. I don't know what made it so desirable, but I mean, I sold it for $24.99 free shipping. Maybe I should have listed it for more. Maybe there's something special about this card. I've looked at it and I can't tell of anything that's really special about it. So I'm just gonna ship it out. I mean, either way I would have shipped it out, but I'd like to know if there was something special. I'd like to know if there was something that I missed. But yeah, $24.99, free shipping. And for those cards, I've actually been shipping them out in a little small box, a 4x6x2 box. So I'll wrap that in bubble wrap, put a little bit of paper around it, and then put it into that box. And I put that in the description too, so maybe for some of those really freak card collectors, they'll mind shipping in a box and not a padded mailer or an envelope. So maybe that was part of the reason why it sold so fast, but I doubt that that was the reason. And while I was pulling orders, I actually sold something. Sold this Chuck E. Cheese plush. Sold it for $12.99 free shipping. It's funny, we were actually talking about this in the live the other day. The guy I bought it from, Rick, he jumped in the live and he saw this in the background. He was like, oh yeah, I forgot that I sold you that. But I guess he didn't plan on selling, but he sold it to me anyway in that big buy that I bought from him. I've actually been rushing to get all the orders done because I've taken up a lot of time throughout the day because I made a purchase from a buddy of mine, and I'm gonna show you all the stuff that I got. Okay, so here it all is. I paid, this is gonna sound kind of crazy, but I paid $700 for all this stuff. Now, let me just tell you, not all this stuff is for eBay. The vast majority of it is, but these things right here, these drones, these are pretty good little drones. I had this thing going really fast outside, and I actually broke it a little bit. I broke one of the antennas off a little bit right there, and then this thing was really fun to play around with as well. They both have cameras on them. This one's way harder to control. This transmitter right here, that thing is like $100 and some dollars. I think this thing's like $150 or $200 new. I think this is about $200 new, and then this is like $150 new. But then I have this right here. This is a headset that has antennas on it so that you can stream the feed to the front of these cameras, so you can control it like first person view, like from the camera. So that's kind of cool. This thing right here, used on eBay, these things are like $250 to $300 with the antennas. Those I bought for myself, so I paid a little bit more for those. And then right here, I'm really big into fishing. So I got these two like really good bass fishing rods. Like I think this rod's like 180 and this one's like 100. And then each one of these reels is a little over 100 if I remember correctly, but right around 120. And then I got all this tackle with it. And this is probably like, you know, this is well over $100 or $150 worth of tackle. And then this bag, I didn't even realize it until just a few minutes ago. I was looking at this bag and let's see what all was in it. I was like, man, this is a really nice bag. And then I looked up the brand, Briggs & Riley. This bag is worth, used, about $150 just for the bag. I did not expect that in the purchase, but I'm glad that it's there. I might keep it because it's a really heavy duty bag. So essentially I paid $300 for all the fishing stuff, and then I paid $300 for the drones, headset, and the transmitter. So everything else, this is how I'm looking at it, everything else, I paid $100 for. A lot of this stuff is airsoft stuff. I got this over here as well, not the one underneath, but this Xbox One and all these games, that came with it. This controller, and then these two controllers over here. So I just wanted to add this in. That gray controller up there, that thing's worth a decent amount. It's a aftermarket controller. It's like a professional controller that has extra buttons in the back, and it has these little paddles that you can buy for it, and it does have those paddles installed. It adds like an extra 4 buttons that you can map to the controller, and then it has special grips on it. That thing by itself was selling for about $60 to $70, and then the paddles are like $60, $70 new, and then the grips are, you know, $10. But yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna list that thing for $100. I did test it and it does work. I'll probably be able to bundle that up and get about $150 out of that, and then sell one of the other controllers for about $30 or $40. But then I also got this helmet right here. This is actually a military issue helmet. I took this off, and this is an M2 military issue Kevlar helmet. This thing sells for a little bit over $100, sometimes like $150 if it was in the best condition, but it's kind of not. It's got a lot of scuffs on it. I'm gonna try to clean it up. It's got the chin strap with it. It's got this woodland camo cover. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take the tape off and then, you know, clean it up. The leather's in really good shape, and the head support. But yeah, that right there, that'll be about $100. And then over here I have these airsoft. This is for like an M4 airsoft gun. These new, which he bought these new to get into airsoft, and he never actually used it. For these 6 magazines, they're about $60 new, And then for this magazine holder, this thing's like 30 bucks. And like I said, they were never used. And then right here, I have an iPhone 7 in the box. This was his old iPhone, and it's not cracked or anything. And I haven't turned it on yet, but yeah, I think that'll get me about $50 to $70. And he said that there's Flappy Bird on this. And I don't know if y'all know this, but Flappy Bird was a game that was like, I think it was banned, and people will pay up on eBay for them. There's some, they're paying like, you know, $20 to $50 extra just for the phone to have Flappy Bird on it. So I gotta check on that. I got this power supply for a computer. He got like a bigger one, and then he didn't need this one. I think this is probably gonna get me about 40 or 50 bucks on eBay. And then right here, I've got these tactical goggles with different lenses that, and then the case. He said this was about 30 or 40 bucks new, and he never used it. As you can tell, it's really clean. Same thing with these pants. These things are about 60 bucks new, and he never used them. And so about 50 or 60 bucks, maybe I can get 35, 40, maybe even 45 back out of these. I looked at these boots, and these are selling for about $60 or $70. These are real leather cowboy boots. This helmet right here with there's like a weight stabilizer on it, and then there's a GoPro mount on it. This thing is just for airsoft. It's not Kevlar or anything, but it still sells used for about 60 bucks on eBay. And then these were never used. I think he took some out of here and put them in this like little reloading tool. And these are pretty good quality ones. I think these brand new are about $30 for the pair. So I'll probably end up lotting a lot of this stuff up and making like an airsoft bundle. There's a lot of attachments for that helmet over there. And then there's some boxing gloves. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. I might throw those in with the yard sale. This thing sells for about $15 online. Got a Red Ryder BB gun with the box, but it, you know, I mean, you know, these things aren't really that expensive. I think they're like 40 bucks brand new at Walmart. So I'm probably just end up putting that into a yard sale that I have. Okay everyone, I was editing the video and I realized that the video that I made, I accidentally clipped off a big portion of explaining what I've got going on. This project that I'm doing, it is a multi-YouTuber collaboration project that I started. I purchased a bunch of stuff like that. I bought that from a Commonwealth Flipper. I got some stuff coming on the way from Lonnie at Shed Flips. I bought a bunch of little things here and there, like these Rick and Morty plush, like this ET earrings. I thought they were pretty cool. Bought that from Chris, Old School Picker. Bought all this stuff from these guys, and I, told them not to combine shipping and then refund me the difference. I said, instead use that money to throw in some extra stuff. So I told them to throw in some of their bad buys. Now, if you're a reseller, you know that sometimes we buy stuff that we just can't sell, and that sucks. So I told them throw in some of that stuff, that I have a special project in mind for all the, terrible stuff that you want to send me. And I requested that it be really breakable because I am going to be destroying the stuff. I have a big roll-up bay door at my warehouse that I'm going to stretch. I bought 100 feet of 1/2 inch thick bungee cord. And with that, I am about to make a huge slingshot. And with that, I'm about to make a huge slingshot that I'm about to launch all this stuff into a big target. I bought an old used white minivan that I'm going to be spray painting a big red target on, and we're gonna try to hit it from as far away as we can because I have about 300 feet, I think, into the back lot of the warehouse. So we're gonna see if we can do that. So if that doesn't work and we can't destroy absolutely everything, well, regardless, what we're gonna do with the rest of the stuff, whatever is left and some of the other things that I have, we're gonna take it out to the range. And my buddy that I just bought all that stuff from, he just started his own business called Norton & Co. And he does competition shotgun shooting and skeet shooting. He just bought his own skeet throwers, and he has some places for us to go. So we're gonna take all that stuff out of there, and we're gonna really have some fun with the shotguns, maybe throw some stuff up in the air for him to shoot because he's a pretty good shot. And then by the time it's all done and we got everything blown up as much as we thought we could get it blown up, we got one more plan. We're gonna put it all together into a big pile, and we're gonna blow it. And we're just gonna blow it to smithereens with some. Now I am starting that this weekend, but my buddy Justin won't be available until the next weekend, so we're gonna have to film it maybe in a 2-part session, but it's gonna be a good time. I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope that I can keep you guys entertained through it all. Guys, thank y'all for watching. This is probably one of my more unorganized videos. I'm trying to, there's a whole lot of things I got going on. I've got the big project with the slingshot and the, explosives and the shotgun shooting, all that stuff. It's all gonna be a big video. It's gonna take me a decent amount of editing. It's gonna be a nightmare, but I'm really excited to do it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, this weekend I'm building the slingshot, and it's gonna be just ridiculous. I mean, it's gonna be silly. I got a lot of stuff of my own that I've just had for years that seems fun to break. So we're gonna see what we can get into. I got a couple of my buddies coming over to, you know, share in the shenanigan with me. So it's gonna be really fun. I'm gonna try to get as much footage as possible to keep y'all, you know, part of it. So this next video that comes out next week might not be part of it. I might not have that all the footage ready. So next week might be kind of along the same lines of, you know, like a what sold and maybe a couple other little topics, but it might be a 2-part, but hopefully I can get, you know, some of the footage out to y'all. Maybe just like a little bit of a teaser. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna see y'all in next week's video.